That's a tree.
Wait a minute. Welcome back to Reforestation Nation, ladies and gents. We are here in the Big Apple, one of the most progressive cities on earth. And for Climate Week, we are giving impact leaders from around the world rides in our Tesla Model X to raise environmental awareness. Today we have a co-host. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Joe Welski, New York producer and director, and we are here for Climate Week, and we are giving people free rides. We're going to take them from A to B, and while we do, we're going to interview them on camera, and we're going to find out all their thoughts about climate change. What can we do? What shouldn't we do? It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get people from all walks of life, a lot of viewpoints.
We're going to shoot for the biggest and the best, the brightest, the CEOs, presidents, people, anybody, people on the street who can talk about how you can trigger global climate cooling. We are here with the one and only CEO, CFO, COO, Chairman. I don't think we can have enough titles for you. The one and only Scott Broomfield. Scott, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Alex. Love being here. Love being at Climate Week. It's great because there's an audience here that is huge compared to where it was when Sustainable Brands started in 2005. So thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thanks for hopping in the EV with us. You have established one of the first brands, sustainable brands, that is welcoming all entities, brands, companies, nonprofits.
Yes.
Into this fray.
Yep.
How'd you do it, and what do we need to know?
Coanne Skrzyniars, who is the founder of the company, back in 2005, had a unique belief, a unique frame, that we needed to agitate the system from the inside out.
Okay.
There were a lot of people out there that were activists that were banging on the system. But her unique insight was that businesses, because of their innovation models, are in the unique position to actually make the change. They're also the ones that know how to make the investments, and the people that actually make these changes are the ones that are the winners in the future.
How are the meetings today?
Pretty good. I've been working on sustainable development issues all my life, and when we were in government, we passed proactive legislation, for example, instituting a service for the payment of environmental services that was paid for by a tax on fuels, and that has planted millions of trees in Costa Rica. So very much to the true spirit and mission of your organization.
Yes. Prime Minister, how you doing? We're a nonprofit tree planting organization, and we wanted to ask you what you think reforestation. I love it. Amen. Thank you so much for your support. We plant in Europe and around the world, and I just wanted to ask you what reforestation means to you.
Just on Second Avenue now.
Thank you for your leadership, and thanks for helping us reach the triple bottom line, Prime Minister.
I think that what frustrates me with where we're at in the climate discussion is just how much of a crisis we've framed it as instead of an opportunity. And yes, I do realize that it is a crisis. I do realize that it is absolutely urgent and that we are in a really tough spot here that we absolutely need action. But it's also like the greatest honor that we will ever have as human beings to do this work.
To shape the future. Right?
Yeah, like there will be no greater honor of humankind ever than doing the work of stemming the tide of climate change. Like, this is it. This is the best thing you can do.
To change the world, you have to throw a better party than the people and corporations destroying it. That is Toast's motto.
We're here with the one and only Reed Shapiro. Reed, can you tell us who you are and why you're with us?
Hi, I'm the Director of Business Development for Carbon Credit Capital. We're a carbon offset brokerage, and we're also a carbon footprint management. We help companies and people figure out what their carbon emissions are, and we run a program to help companies build the cost of offsetting their products or services into the things that we as consumers buy, so that when we buy them, our purchase mitigates the emissions associated with the thing itself.
So please tell us about your charity.
So we're actually an impact fund. We're founded by James Cameron and a philanthropist called Chris Blair.
James Cameron.
I think you do, yeah. And so we're honed in on 8 big bets trying to accelerate transformative solutions to save the planet. But our 2 big focus areas are empowering women and progressing plant-based diets. In recognition that 5 of the top 7 solutions to reverse global warming relate to what we eat and how we empower girls via reproductive rights and also education.
On Friday, 1.4 million people went on the streets and said to the government, hey guys, we have a climate change, you need to do something against it. So I think it's really good that the debate is now like on the front page, and that there are so many different local activism groups, parties, scientists who are talking about it, and also calling out the urgency of doing something
right now.
Not waiting all the time.
I know.
And Project Drawdown is looking at current day solutions. So there are current day jobs. There are jobs available right now. So while we need a Green New Deal, I don't think we necessarily need to wait for a Green New Deal to get people to work on solving the climate crisis.
Agreed.
Well, we're partners with other organizations on something called the Greenhouse Gas Protocol. And that is an attempt to get all companies using similar rules when they report on their progress against climate change. So there's an example of where companies reporting some pretty wild and rubbishy results, and they're all over the shop on what meant what, but through working through a kind of deep consultative process, we came up with the rule book for reporting on your greenhouse gas emissions.
Oh, that is significant. What can we do? Because we keep on cutting down trees and we keep on using fossil fuels and we keep on saying we should stop doing it. But what can we do?
Stop this. We have to plant so many trees throughout the world. Because they're cutting so many trees. We have to plant so many. Maybe then we can stop some of this climate crisis.
This battle will not be won or lost in chambers of commerce or chambers of law, but in the chambers of people's hearts.
Thanks to Anastasia, Plakias, creating this
amazing rooftop. Largest rooftop farm in the world.
That's right. Now this is quite a place to end it.
And we added a Tesla. We drove people of all walks of life around the city, and we got their viewpoints on camera. You should go watch it.
Absolutely. Ladies and gents, as always, subscribe to stay alive. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Reforestation Nation, where we interview impact leaders about how we can scientifically thrive with nature. And as always, subscribe to stay alive by clicking here and watch more content with us right here.
Please click and subscribe.
This is Martin from 7th Generation. If there's any green guru, it's him. If he's doing it, I would do it too.
Click and subscribe.
To stay alive.
You think they're really going to do that?
I hope so.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, Martin. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, Alex.